Hi, apparently I'm live. Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. I'm Michelle Crawford. I'm a certified cannabis health coach, and I've been going live every day this week with a different message about buying hemp online, how to use an extract craft source turbo or ETO Pro to make CBDA and CBGA extracts. That was yesterday. And on Thursday, we talked about buying hemp online. The Arden FX was one of my topics. CCI, the Cannabis Coaching Institute, where I went to school to get my certified cannabis health coaching um, certification, and where I now work as a grad student mentor, helping other people become certified cannabis health coaches, improving people's lives with cannabis and helping people understand how to incorporate the plant into their lifestyle, because there's so many ways to consume it and use it with intention. And today is a special day. I sent out some emails and I thought I was so funny. Today is the climax of my week of going live. And it's been a big deal. It's been a big deal. It's really kind of been an experience to share with you and to be ready every day at 2 o'clock and everything. So as I approach today and I get to speak about my upcoming talk, Better Sex with Cannabis at Swell Expo. Whew! You guys don't even know how much excitement there is about this talk. It's almost kind of like I'm getting excited. Like I want to go to it, except for I'm going to give it. This talk has deep roots at my experience at CCI. And I can't wait to tell you the whole story. Oh, hi. Hi, Guy Therapy. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. So let's talk a little bit about Swell Expo. What is it? It's an online conference on March 19th this year. The link to the tickets at Eventbrite are in the description. And I made sure to put that in before I got started. And there'll be 8 speakers. I'm just one of them. Better Sex with Cannabis is just one thing that you can learn by attending this Sexual Health and Wellness Expo. The team that's behind it is the Mindful Passions International team. They are so amazing. We are talking about Caress Fitch and Andy Fitch, and they are longtime sexual health educators, and they hold classes. I think they're talking about neurodiversity in sex and dead bedroom syndrome. I hope you've heard of that, because it's a big problem amongst couples or people who are partnered and not having enough sex for themselves to be healthy. I can't wait to hear what Andy has to say about that. I'm waiting to be educated. And they're just 2 of the 8. We also have Sir Thaddeus Twist, somebody who I've gotten to know a little tiny bit through being on the speaker panel of this exciting event. And his topic is earning the D and the S, the capital D and the lowercase s, which is an exciting topic that I'm going to let you go ahead and Google that. He's a leather master and all kinds of exciting things. Those are important power dynamics in life as well as in sex. And so I'm looking forward to his talk because it will be revealing, I'm sure. We also have, I don't know all the people, but we have this woman whose IG tag is like wildly nourished. I think her name is Simone. And I'm excited for her talk as well. And we have so many more people. I'm so sorry. Michael, something in his talk is altars and orgasms and our ancestral healing, which that's exciting. So let's see. What does it do? It's helping to establish, normalize, and promote better sex and sexual health in the community, plant medicines, and just normalizing conversations about kink, about gender, about bedroom life, polyamory, monogamy, you name it, all the things. Nothing is normal, okay? That's the number one question in therapy that everyone has. Am I normal? Is my sex life normal? Are my labia normal? Is my penis normal? All the things, we were always so worried about that. It's all pretty normal. A long time ago, I read a book called A Billion Wicked Thoughts, I think, by 2 data researchers who used free sets of data from like Pornhub and other online forums to kind of like talk about where our ideas around sex live on the internet and how we interact with that. And I was really impressed because when you look at things statistically, it really is interesting to see trends, even though every single person is a unique individual. Every single person is a unique gender. Every single person's on their spectrum of neurodiversity, of passion, of arousal, of, interest in kink and interest in monogamy and all of these things. And our ECSs, speaking from the cannabis world, your endocannabinoid system is a snowflake. And yet, human beings do tend to have trends, and we can learn a lot from those as well. So I'm excited to be a part of Swell's mission and Mindful Passions to normalize conversations about sex and wellness, and to combine the two, and to understand that wellness is not just spiritual. It's not just health. It's not just mental health. It's also sexual health. We kind of tend to leave it on the side because we're busy clutching our pearls and too afraid to talk about it. But to be honest, don't you feel that people are talking about it? In the quiet ways. It's a topic that never really gets out of style, even though we're also kind of hung up on it, right? So let's practice talking about it and normalizing it. How am I going to use this? Well, I'm going to use Swell Expo as an opportunity to give my very popular and exciting presentation, Better Sex with Cannabis. Here's the story. So I told you that I graduated from CCI, and if you want to watch my live stream on that, it was a real funny one. I had a big snafu and did a do-over. So just so you know, the real one is the do-over one. The first one has a beautiful tree breathing meditation if you would like to engage with that. But my story is that Cannabis Coaching Institute has a forum, a wonderful forum for us to give presentations as students to each other. And these are so inspirational, you guys. These presentations are golden and beautiful, and stars are shining when we receive these and give these to each other. And mine was one of the first ones that we started doing that program with. And because I got my start in weed lube, I got interested in trying weed lube. And that's the thing that pushed me through trying to get my medical card here in California, where I live, and going to a dispensary and buying this product called Foria, which is a infused THC lubricant that you could buy at dispensaries in California. And I read this Vice article called How My Pussy Got Stoned on Weed Lube or something like this, and from this lady. And I was just really intrigued. I couldn't help it. I really wanted to try it. And so I did. And it was wonderful for sex. Totally. So, if you want to pick up something from that right now, try weed lube. It's wonderful for sex. Free advice. You don't even have to come, but you do want to come because there's so much more. So much more. Like, for example, that my bladder health improved. And that was something that really pulled me all the way into learning more about cannabis and being excited to try new cannabinoids that I found out were good for helping bladder spasticity and helping control incontinence in multiple sclerosis patients. CBG, what's making the rounds now is CBGA as something that can help you maybe protect our cells from being infected with coronavirus. But back then, there was this medicine called Sativex that apparently was helping multiple sclerosis patients quite a bit, and also with their bladder health. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't, but then I learned. And you will too if you come to this talk. You will not only learn about better sex with cannabis and all these other things I talked about. So I gave that talk at CCI, and it was amazing. If I had any kind of doubts or holding back about wanting to talk about such an intimate topic, they got blown away by the experience of giving that talk at CCI, because you know what happened? So many people took my advice and tried cannabis in the bedroom to tremendous, amazing, successful results. Women whose arousal had been low, women who had had hysterectomies and had not had painless sex, which is to say, how can you be having, which is to say much more pleasurable sex, was had after incorporating some cannabis into their love lives. People, get on the train, right? More than that, the kinds of confidence and inspiration that came from these women sharing their successes with me just drove me and other women and other people in our class to get way more excited about cannabis and sex. So that is how this presentation got started. And then Caress and Andy picked me up to be included in Swell Expo, and I am thoroughly honored, and I am just incredibly giddy to be rubbing elbows with these professional sex educators, and as I start to just move in my path. moving in my path has been interesting. I'm very kind of religious growing up, went to Catholic school, and my use of cannabis has brought me to a place after 5 or 6 years now of much deeper spirituality. And I've been exploring shamanism. And let me tell you, I thought that my business in cannabis was going to be enough for my spirit guides. I was so proud to place my cannabis career in front of them and say, "This is what I want you to help me achieve. This is what I want you to help me get empowered to do, so I can be successful with helping people incorporate cannabis into their lives for better health." And I was like, "I'm being bold. I'm being brave. I'm following a passion." And you know what's interesting about my relationship with the spirits is they just kind of kept asking for more. And I was not happy. I was like, why? I'm doing so much. This is already such a challenge. No, they wanted more. They wanted me to really speak out on better sex with cannabis, actually. And I took that message to heart, even though I'm rebellious inside. I don't know if any of you can relate to being rebellious, to being told what to do, even by compassionate guiding spirits. You know, you might be. It's real. I was. I still am a little bit. There we go. Brother Crows is telling me like, hey, get with it. Okay, so the spiritual aspect of why I'm doing this is definitely a big part of my drive as I try to fulfill some of my goals and and definitely some of my encompassing some of my purpose, more of it, by helping people to gain better sexual health through understanding more about how to use cannabis to get there, because it's a great shortcut, because it supports your ECS, your endocannabinoid system, in so many ways. Using cannabis for better sex is like getting kind of like years of meditation in an instant. I don't know. I kind of see it that way, because you can support your endocannabinoid system without cannabis. You can do like more movement, better diet, eating things that are high in omega-3 fatty acids, meditation, dancing, truly, and singing have been proven to help your endocannabinoid system health. Dedication to that is the kind of life of the meditative monks in the ashrams and the nuns and all of that stuff. And I guess the shamans as well. And it's interesting that you don't necessarily need cannabis, but it really helps. It really helps. And in today's world, I think we can use all the support we can get, for those results that make us feel like we got that win. So if you're looking for more arousal, and if you're looking for maybe to let go of some anxiety in the bedroom, both men and women have performance anxiety. If you want to understand a little bit more about how you can use not just cannabis, but also some other ideas to better your sex life, join me at soooo Expo in March. Um, I think it'll be really fun, and I've gotten so much interest in it already, especially from women who want to improve their bladder health and their arousal. One of the women that took action after my CCI talk was a beautiful young woman who I'm so honored to know. And I'm so grateful to her for sharing her story with me. She's been working as a server for most of her life in restaurants. And that's busy, busy work where you don't actually get a lot of time to take breaks and relieve yourself in the bathroom. And she noticed that the tension, the pelvic tension that she'd been holding, was just overcoming her ability to have pleasure in the bedroom. She just couldn't let go. And using cannabis, vaginal suppositories as well as orally and inhaled, has brought her to a new place of overcoming that pelvic tension and new ability to receive pleasure. How beautiful, right? I mean, if I hadn't already cried enough tears over this story, I would be crying right now, honestly. They move me so much. And I want you to be, yet another success story, not just for me, but for yourself, and for your family, and for your partners, and for your lovers, and for the universe. Because something that Geraldine Glass, I wanted to play my crystal bowl for you guys today, but time waits for no woman, and I just couldn't make it on live on time and also get my bowls out another time. But Geraldine Glass has this little way of saying, what vibe are you putting out into the world today? Well, I'm putting out the vibe of join me at Swell Expo to learn how to better incorporate cannabis into your sex life, to align you with your higher purpose, because having better sexual health is important and will open up a whole lot of energy for you. Believe me, so much more connection, so much more ability to receive pleasure, so much more ability to be present in the moment. All of those things are a blessing in regular life and a triple blessing in the bedroom. It blesses you, it blesses your partner, it blesses the world around you. So I think anybody who wants to join in on that should join us at Swell Expo. It's in March. You can use that Eventbrite link to explore. I think the price right now is the lowest price it's going to be. It's early bird pricing still. I hope. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And so yeah, check it out. I just want to thank everyone who joined me on my entire week of live streaming. And I kind of want to, thank everybody for all of your questions and all of your support and all of the messages I've received and comments on the videos. I can't tell you how grateful I am, for all of that. Oh, hi, Ms. Love Light Energy. Nice to see you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, do you love these earrings? They're like Monstera earrings. They're a gift from someone who's coming to visit from Hawaii. I'm just so excited to receive her and to show her my beautiful earrings that I love so much. Okay. Well, I think that's the end of today's live stream and the end of the week. I wish everyone a really beautiful weekend. If you watch some of my other live streams, which I've been reviewing them in the lavender behind me, we had a lot of visitors, hummingbird visitors that were beautiful. And if you catch those, like in the first minute of my first one, there was just a gorgeous, gorgeous moment there. So I'm really happy to be coming at you from my garden where I do enjoy the visits of the hummingbirds and stuff. And I hope you've enjoyed being with me, mostly out here. Yesterday we were in my kitchen looking at my extract craft machines, but mostly out here. Alrighty. Oh, hi, Miss Lovely. It's Takesha. Okay, thank you. Oh, was it? I can't wait to see it in the replay. There was a hummingbird, apparently, Kite Therapy's telling me today, and I didn't notice because I was too busy looking at the camera, you guys. All right. Let's call it a day. Does anybody have any questions? I'll just give it a minute. I'll just chit chat for just 1 sec because I just didn't really give time for questions. I was just talking. There probably aren't because the people on board here, you guys are my people. I'm so happy that you are supporting me today. And I don't think you have any questions because you were mostly there for all of this. Alrighty. Like I said, I hope you have a great weekend. And again, thanks for joining me. See you later. Bye.